What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday the 30th of May. Yes, that's right, nearly the end of the month. And yet again, I am here with all of the latest, greatest crypto news. Without any further ado, should we get straight into it? Let's go. Anyway, that was so cheesy, wasn't it? Let's continue anyway. Let's have a look at what is going on with the charts. At the time of me making this video, Bitcoin is at $28,006. In the last 24 hours, that is an increase of 0.36%. Ethereum is at $1,914. In the last 24 hours, that is also up just over 0.5%. That just moved live for us there. BNB is currently at $313. That is down on the daily 0.72%. And XRP Army, hoorah, you're currently at 50 cent. That is down that is up 4.48%. And finally, as always, we cover BGB token. It's currently at 46 cent, and I'm going to say that is about break even in the last 24 hours. But let's have a look how Bitcoin has performed. Now, I hate to say this, ladies and gentlemen, but we have called this yet again absolutely perfectly. We can see the bottom area of this line here, this range that we've indicated here, and we've bounced directly off it. Now, these numbers have been available from the very start of my channel. These have been the ranges that we've been monitoring. Now, as you can see, the bottom of this range is 27,600, and the top of this range now is currently 29,550. You can see that we had the bounce directly on the line. So this actually is a really promising sign because we didn't break down into this lower range. Let's see what the next 24 hours have got in store, but I'm approaching with actual optimism. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is about to touch, in my opinion, the top of this range. So let's see what's actually going on. A reminder, the bottom of the range is $1,730, and the top of the range is $1,950, let's call it. Now, as you can see, in the last 48 hours, we've seen a great increase of the price. And I strongly believe that in the next 2 to 3 days, we could see a test of the top of this range. But who am I? Don't follow my advice. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just sheerly what we're going off from the data. I'm probably being quite hopeful. Now, if we don't see a test of this, it's going to be very interesting in the reaction and then where we go. Are we going to be in this range for a long time? Who knows? Let's go back onto something that we always cover on here, the BRC 20 tokens. Now, let's have a look. Bitcoin is up, yeah? But what about all the tokens within its ecosystem? BIP1 is down 13%. Ordinals, I'm going to say, is up 0.2%. NELS is down 17.7%. VMPX is down 8.6%. Pepe is down almost 5%. Meme is down 7.7%. And Pizza is down 11%. This is not a good day for the BRC 20 tokens. Very interesting to say the least. But how about memes, I hear you say? Let's have a look at the memes. Also not good. Shiba is down 1%, Doge is down 0.1%, Pepe is down 5.5%, Floki is down 0.65%, but here's the surprise, Bonk is up 17.28%. But how are we looking on the bubbles? Now, the bubbles are fantastic because it's a great visual way for me to see exactly what is going on with the charts and just have a great look at what is going on around us. So for me, I'm a visual learner. It really helps me trade. So if you are looking to check this channel, it's just cryptobubbles.net. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, so as you can see, some of the highlights here, LDO is up is down, SUI is down 3.3%, QNT is up 5.2%, Hex is down at 9.9. So yeah, yet again, it's a great resource. You can actually filter it down into the top 1,000 tokens if you want and really have some fun with it. Maybe buy some great opportunities to get some good tokens at a nice price. Who knows? Anyway, let's have a look at some of the latest stories. So Magic Eden and Robox are to join the NFT loan, creation of which clearly Binance created this last week. Now, I've got to be totally honest. I hate this with a passion. We're giving people value for what? A JPEG with no utility? Doesn't this undermine exactly where we want this space to go with its maturity? In my opinion, yes, but from a business and financial point of view, I don't know. I really don't like this concept, I've got to be honest. I think there's too many variables that can really affect how badly this could go, and of course how well it could go, but badly. You know, the instance that sticks to my mind is, imagine the floor just absolutely falling out of the NFT that you've invested in, clearly making the resale value of it much less, meaning that you're actually in a lot more debt. I don't like it. This is not, to me, what crypto is about. What do you guys think? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So this is a serious, not crypto-related story, but we're going to revert into crypto. So there's been a drone strike in Moscow as a fresh wave of Russian air attacks hit Ukraine. Now, notably, this is some of the first actual kind of documented attacks in mainland Russia that we're seeing today. How are we going to see this affect not only the crypto space, but the financial space as a whole? Could this lead to escalations within the war? What is going to happen? And on the subject of Russia, now this is very interesting. Now, Russian authorities are set to retract plans for a national crypto exchange. So that's right, they were going to nationalize their crypto exchanges and say, no, only we can do it, and this is the way to do it. But now they've shifted to a brand new way of working, and instead they want to set guidelines for companies to create such platforms. Now, the shift of strategy advocated by the head of state committee in the financial markets has been very much welcomed by the crypto space. Now, clearly, geographically and financially, Russia is a huge player from within the crypto space. So this is fantastic news for the space, but it comes on a very interesting day. The day that Ukraine has had some rockets and some attacks, some via the use of drones in mainland Russia. How is this really going to affect what happens next? I mean, let's see. Let's have a look at this news story from Binance. So Binance Australia is actually selling its Bitcoin at a discounted price. Actually, much less. It's like 9k Australian dollars, much less. So Australian investors concerned around the future of their positions have led to Bitcoin on Binance Australia being sold at significant discounts compared to competing platforms operating in its country. According to data released on Tuesday, a single Bitcoin on Australian Binance actually costs $9,000 less than on the Bitcoin markets on other locally operated crypto exchanges. This is crazy. Now, experts believe such a large difference is due to the fact that earlier this month, Binance informed Australian consumers that they would not be able to withdraw their funds from the exchange and deposit new ones due to services by a third party no longer existing. Whew, this is a juicy story, I'm telling you. Now, they say that they're working hard to find an alternative provider to continue offering Aussie dollar deposits and withdrawals to its users, but there's not actually been too much. Apart from this update from Binance, we have confirmed with the local payment partner that our users can continue to withdraw Australian dollars until the 1st of June. Now, we are on the 30th of May, so I'm expecting some bumps on this journey. We're going to make sure we cover it in tomorrow's video. Really keep up to date with this. But if you are in Australia, get your money out of Binance in the next 2 days if you want Aussie dollars. That is the one bit of advice, not financial advice, that I would give you. Now, you're going to recognize this logo. It drives me insane. XRP. Of course, XRP and Ripple, we're seeing some huge gains, 5.5% in the last 24 hours. Now, there's been things circulating on social media from NASDAQ celebrating them on the win of the court case, which in my opinion was total nonsense, but great marketing. I mean, what is going on? In an eventful day, the price of XRP has gone up significantly, and it's gone up, in my opinion, it's probably the best performing token from a standpoint, which it really pains me to say, in the last 7 days. And a significant milestone was reached as it went above 50 cents, and that reinstates confidence amongst traditional investors. And when I say traditional, that's with that structured, organised mindset when it comes to trading. And it is a psychological milestone, that figure. Consequently, the trading for XRP has witnessed a remarkable surge of over 85% in the last 24 hours. So the volumes are absolutely going through the roof, as we can see by the chart above my head. Can we move on now? As you know, I hate XRP. Yeah, let's move on. Let's have a look at this. So you'll remember that we covered ben.eth. He released a token, Xrp, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Now he is releasing a third token in the space of like 2-3 weeks. This is just crazy. Yet again, millions of dollars have been sent to this wallet for them to airdrop tokens back, which is a huge risk. Please don't do this, people. Pay attention to what I'm saying here. You are not engaging in any contract, apart from obviously the smart contract on the blockchain, that instigates you getting instant tokens. You're relying on one man to press a button to instantly drop you your tokens. There's huge risks with this, guys. But nevertheless, he's received over $21 million in the last 2 to 3 weeks during pre-sales of the last 3 tokens. And this is heavily endorsed by BitBoy Crypto and many other significant names within the space. Now, to my knowledge, this is an undoxed man, meaning that nobody knows who, what, or anybody that is to do with this person, but it's going to be very interesting. The language that they use, I really don't like, but let's talk about it. If you weren't a believer before, now is your chance to become one. Send ETH. I will not hold... I'll just load that. I will not hold any of the supply of this token, heavy like others. New attention economy. It's going to launch on Monday, so that's launching... No, it's not launched yet. I think it launches next week. There are no rules for this airdrop, but I will be capping this one. Minimum and no maximum. I don't like it. I really don't like it. What do you guys think? This just gives me the absolute... Now we're going to have keep a look on what is going on here. Now the charts aren't looking as negative as kind of what we started this video with. If you do head over to Dex Tools, you can actually see that there is some great gains to be had within the space. I like to end things nice and positively. But if you do anything today should re-emphasise the point of doing your own research. We saw what happened with XRP and the Nasdaq saga. I don't believe it's real for one moment in my mind. But what do you guys think? It's clear a lot of people are getting excited around the developments around XRP. I'm not. What about you? And there's one thing left for me to say today. Let's go.